I grab my remote and I turn the TV off. You know why? Because as followers of Jesus, me and my wife have made a commitment to God that we are going to steward a godly atmosphere in our home, especially with our 2 kids. So what concerns me, and this is the main point of this video, what concerns me is when I'm going through my timeline on social media and I'm seeing Christians saying things like, man, that Bad Bunny performance was so iconic. Man, that was legendary. I'm not gonna lie, man, that was a really good performance.
Was it something he said? Probably. Bad Bunny lost millions of viewers during his halftime performance, which you may remember was in Espanol. The crowd didn't comprende either.
No one is dancing, not one person. Everybody's like dancing. Hello? Help! Send help!
According to the numbers, Bad Bunny lost a record slice of Super Bowl viewers during halftime, but it also could have been that people turned it off because the game sucked. Did you like the Bad Bunny halftime?
You know what I think is so amazing? No, I didn't like it. And as I said at the time, there were 0 words spoken in English, so I thought I was watching a Joe Biden speech. It gave me flashbacks to the State of the Union. But is it not amazing that Bad Bunny was at the Grammys bashing ICE? A week later, he deported 6 million viewers, kicked them right off the broadcast. And what you saw there, for the people who were in the crowd trying to act into it, it reminded me when Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey was trying to act like he liked Somali food. Do you remember he was just trying to choke it down? But this is the problem with a guy not speaking English. Every song becomes a B-side. You know when you go to see a famous band?
Yeah.
Like when Paul McCartney will say this. He'll go, you know, sometimes I like to play.
Yes, there is something very important I want to show you. When you take a look at this, Ben Stiller shut down U.S. Congressman Randy Fied for demanding the AFC launch a full and immediate investigation into Bad Bunny's Superbowl halftime show. It doesn't matter if you say it in Spanish. Encouraging children to use this in live television broadcast is a crime. It doesn't matter who is singing. Fied wrote in a letter to FFC. Ben Stiller replied to Fied, focus of investigation. How did Bad Bunny manage to kick at such a high level and deliver the most watched and well-produced halftime show about inclusion and love ever made? Investigator plan to exploit source of Bunny huge talent of the chart, charisma, and an even bigger heart. They are launching attacks on this lawmaker after he called for FFC to investigate this guy because of what they actually air. The lyrics are not okay. At some point, a lady was fired.
Take a look.
The lyrics, from what we have seen from Bad Bunny, are very disturbing. And if it holds true that I don't speak fluent Spanish, okay? I know how to ask where the bathroom is, but these lyrics, if it is true what was said on national television, we have a lot of questions. This could be much worse than the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction. Let's put it that way.
Okay, sir. Everyone has nipples. Let's get over that, okay?
So
Not everyone. No,
someone has a problem with a halftime show damn near every year. Take a look at the headlines. Okay? They didn't like J-Lo. They didn't like Shakira, Katy Perry. They didn't scoop it. You know, get in line, man. And I find it wonderful that y'all were watching. Because y'all said you weren't going to watch it all. And how did you know?
Jill Zarin is shocked that she was fired from the show. And not only that, but she thought her video could be a teachable moment that they talked about on the show. Really can't make this stuff up. The only comment she gave to In Touch was, they didn't give me a chance. I took it down right away. People make mistakes. I'm human. Well, geez, I didn't know racism was a mistake. And TMZ apparently spoke to sources. Let's take a look at what they said. Sources familiar with the situation told TMZ that Jill believes she was punished for expressing an opinion, while other housewives have said or done far worse without facing similar consequences. See, an opinion would have been, I didn't like the hip thrusting. Oh, the performance performance wasn't my cup of tea, we would have seen right through those comments, but that's not flat out racist. She sat there saying America's been around for 250 years, 75 years for the Super Bowl, and they put on a full Spanish-speaking performance and no white people in the entire thing. Exactly what part of that was a mistake? Especially when she doubled down in the comments when people told her that this video would get her into trouble. But let's continue because it gets funnier. People close to Jill have told us they strongly dispute accusations that her comments were insensitive, insisting anyone who personally knows her would say that characterization is unfair. And firing her especially hurt because she was the driving force behind the new show. Sources close to her are saying that she's confused by what she views as cancel culture, explaining she quickly deleted the post after realizing she misspoke. After rewatching the performance, she better understood its cultural importance and felt terrible. You know, she couldn't get that the first time. She had to watch it a second time to really understand that. We're told Jill is upset people interpreted her remarks as targeting a broader group, even though, you know, she mentioned ICE in that video, but that's fine. And here's the kicker. Sources close to Jill says she's bummed producers didn't use the teachable moment as an opportunity on the show, suggesting the women could have addressed the matter on camera with her. Jill, sweetie, I know you're 80 years old, but let's...
Yes, this has been on the news for some time now. I posted a whole clip about this. I made a mistake. I edited that video wrongly. And at some point, I had to take the video down. When you look at their reactions toward this lady, to me, it is uncalled for. What she said on this video was simple. She criticized the whole show, Bad Bunny, and to me, that was her observations. You know, it is now a crime to actually criticize a show like this. It is important to allow people to have freedom to actually express themselves. She said there were no white people. I think something like that. I think that's what actually triggered these people the more. To a level, they had to put in petition until she got fired. That is actually not the world we actually like to live in. If I see a situation like this, I'm not in. I will support her. Yeah, fully. I don't care how you take it. It is extremely wrong for doing this for a simple video.
So we all agree.
We all
agree. I agree. I said it before that it was the worst halftime show ever.
Housewife, washed up lady. I say to her, we don't care. And the happiness. Somebody wrote to me and said that the Bad Bunny halftime show was the hug.
Offensive.
Like,
I don't understand where that's coming from. What was slightly disturbing to me, though, was Jill Zarin, said that it was just terrible because it was in Spanish and nobody white was on the set. I guess Lady Gaga's now not white.
The audience was white.
If you see Sonny Austin ranting, saying ridiculous things like this every single time, and she always go free. The highest person who would love to raise bait is Sonny Austin. But sitting here in support doing this, at some point, I don't understand. I know very well that in a situation like this, they will obviously go against this lady. Not only her, a lot of people actually criticize Bad Bunny, though some says it was a good show. I don't like to talk over something like this over and over. I think this should be my last reactions. I saw this. I had to re-edit this video so you can see exactly what is going on. For people who constantly support me, sharing out my videos, I appreciate you greatly. I see the love. If not of you, I will not be at this level on this channel. So God bless you abundantly. As on the short clip, people usually complain, oh, why do you put short clips at the end? Please, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip, no problem.
Mid-concert. It's okay. He did it all.
My point being, it seems like kind of a big deal.
Worst halftime show in NFL history.
Of English? Yeah. Not one word of English, one word. Celebrated this beautiful country.
This is how divided this country is. Unbelievable. We can't even have a halftime show we agree on.
I say...
What?
The Super Bowl needs to figure out the halftime show. I thought he was just trying to show that he was a little muscular. I thought it was supposed to be like this little look of like Superman.
And the critics did not like it. You know, they thought it was cornball. They like Bad Bunny.
Back to what you started with, which is, you know, these pronouncements from celebrities who
I've heard in a while. Yeah, and I'm on it. You were releasing it. Why did you not redact?
Might be the most depressed person in America. I mean,
I'm gonna say eyes out.
Gervais once told the award show crowd, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about people.
A person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock.
In which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yeah.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system.
This is my 6th and last year hosting the Grammys. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish.
And we are a community here today that what we're doing, and we're only going to be able to get any